Thanks for coming. Sorry to make you stop talking. We're going to have, our agenda is I'm going to do a quick introduction, and then we're going to have the girls play and Lisa play and enjoy some music. Have a real brief break right in the middle, and then when we're done, we're going to have some appetizers and things back in the cafe. So, sound good? All right. I give presentations all the time, and if I have 30 minutes, I have 400 slides. So I actually wrote this down, okay? Because if I didn't, we'd be here till 6 o'clock and you wouldn't hear any music, okay? Well, the past 4 years, crazy, right? We've been through a lot. Everybody's been through a lot. When we think of all the obstacles we've gone through since 2019, the past 2 weeks have been really special for us, and I think for a lot of you and your own families and children that you've seen grow up as well. Remember 4 years ago, we attended Maria's graduation from a high school where she was up on the bleachers, and 10 feet away, her friend was on a bleacher, and 10 feet away, her friend was on a bleacher, and we were down on the football field, and we were like 10 yards from the next family, et cetera, et cetera. And we were lucky to be doing that at the time. Also in 2020, we made that emotional choice of, which is really hard, and a lot of you have experienced, of sending your kid off to college. So Maria headed off to North Carolina. Very emotional. I swear I couldn't stop crying the whole way from Nashville to Chapel Hill. And I just kept looking at her going, I don't know why I'm doing this. Make me stop. But I couldn't help it. So we moved her there. And, 1 week later, they told her to go home. The whole school had to close down. So she spent her first semester, along with a lot of other kids, sitting in their bedrooms at home on a computer, taking their college courses for that first semester. Also 4 years ago, Anna was graduating from junior high, which meant she was going into high school, and she decided she wanted to go to a new high school. She didn't want to go to Brentwood Academy. She wanted to go to St. Cecilia. Now, St. Cecilia closed the campus, closed everything. We couldn't go to St. Cecilia. So she, for whatever reason, she wanted to go there. She went there. She never visited the campus. She never met any teachers, and she never saw anybody before she went. But we put our faith in it, we prayed about it, and that's where she ended up, and it's been a wonderful setup for her. But that's what she dealt with 4 years ago. So all that to say, on Friday, a week ago, we were sitting in Chapel Hill with tens to thousands of people, hundreds to thousands of people at the graduation, shoulder to shoulder, and watching Maria graduate from University of North Carolina. And this Friday, we were at St. Cecilia Academy, sitting out on the lawn, nice and close together, listening to the graduation for Anna as well. So I remember thinking at the time that all this was going on 4 years ago, that this generation is going to be stronger for all the maneuvering and all the challenges they have to deal with. And I think it's true. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare, not for evil, to give you a future and a hope." I see the future and I see the hope for a lot of children. I'm so proud to see it for my daughters. I say thank God that last week, 4 years later, we were in those campuses going to those graduations. And this weekend, here we are, preparing for the next stage in our journey. Over the years, most of us have been present for baptisms of infants or children, and the pastor always asks us if we're willing to stand by and support these children as they grow in the church, sometimes with prayers, sometimes with guidance and companionship, friendship. We don't always know what's going to happen over the years, but our prayers are with them. We don't know what's going to happen 20, 30 years later. But the Bible tells us that whatever we ask in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours. Tonight, I want to thank all of you for honoring your promise to these children and your prayers and your support for them, for my children that are here tonight. God does listen to our prayers. It's not, and this is true here. I know we're not a huge group, but I can actually look up here and have memories in this one room from when I was a child at St. Anne's Church, and Campbell's over here, and other friends from St. Anne's. Went to school there when I was younger at Charlotte Pike. All the wonderful years at Covenant School. I was just asking Travis. I did remember him teaching Maria how to play the guitar when she was a little girl when we were at Covenant School so many years ago. St. Cecilia Academy, thank you teachers and friends that have come from St. Cecilia to be here today. friends from my Bible study, men's Bible study, and of course, really excited today because for the first time since 2019, Elizabeth's mom is here. And we welcome her from Costa Rica. She's able to get on a plane and be here. It took 48 hours to take a 7-hour trip with 4 flight cancellations. But she's here, and she made it, and we've been having a good time. So now let me see if my mom and dad are here yet. But I don't think they've been able to make it yet. If they can't make it, that's okay. My dad's been sick, an extraordinary, unthinkable obstacles we've had to be dealing with over the last few years. But he and my mom and my brother showed up at graduation for Anna at St. Cecilia on Friday, which you guys don't understand because we've lived it. Well, it was just a miracle to see them there. So if they walk in sometime today, and I know at least 1 or 2 of them will, I'll be thinking the same thing. We can see that God's grace is here with us. Okay, before we get started, I want to thank one more person, my wife, Elizabeth, the girls' mom, for doing such a wonderful job of bringing them up with God at the center of everything in their life. If you ask me what's the most important thing Elizabeth's done, that's what it is. Put God in the middle of everything in their life, everything that they do. So thank you, Elizabeth, for being such a wonderful mother and a wonderful wife. Psalm 127 says, "Children are a blessing from the Lord. Like arrows in the hand of a warrior are the children of one's youth." Many years ago now, when Elizabeth and I were first engaged, Elizabeth asked me if we could at least go to some classical music concerts, because I really wasn't into it that much, okay? Little did I know. It would be an everyday thing, and it would be in our house, and I would have to close the doors not to listen to it sometimes. Elizabeth calls our house the house of music, which it really has become. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about that. As you can see in the program, we'll get started, have the brief intermission in the middle, and then hopefully some fellowship and appetizers afterwards. Thank you, everyone, for coming, and thank you, Maria and Anna and Lisa, for being here. Thank you so much for supporting the girls over the years as well, and for being here and taking your time to prepare and share your music with us today. Okay, let's enjoy. Girls, clap for the girls. There we go.
to sing through the night like a lark who is learning to pray. I go to the hills when my heart is lonely. I know I will hear what I've heard before. My heart will be blessed with the sound of music, and I'll sing once more. Sail of ice, every morning you greet me, small and white, clean and bright. You look happy to meet me. Blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow, bloom and grow.
food over back there. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming.